Live. Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Caster here, back at it again, another fucking live stream. And I'm here with the boys.
Wow,
The boys.
Casket titled it Three Dudes Sitting in the Hot Tub.
Yeah, metaphorically, sure. Well, Casket,
We have
you,
we have 0 viewers.
you look splendid and luminous today.
I do.
What's
I
going
put
on?
up light. I put up lights today. Yo, no chill MMA. What's up?
And you did a damn good
Wow.
job.
He says he's gonna join. Does that mean you're gonna join?
Sorry.
We go in
Sorry.
the hangout room.
Nah, no one can join this. It's just the three of us.
Why not?
4 if
We
somebody
could.
joins, but that's a certain somebody.
Oh yeah, because it's not in the regular voice chat.
Jenny, yeah, but we could. I mean, I don't care.
Yo,
Jenny
Jenny is dead. What's up?
What was their message? I was gonna read it, but you should,
It
Casket.
says caught both streams today. Let's go.
Dude, I got to comment on how impressed I am at Casket putting up these lights. Like he put them all around his room, lit perfectly. I know putting up lights seems like a trivial thing, but in Casket's world, this is like the Manhattan Project. I was
I
trying
don't
to
know
get
if
him
you
to
can
do this
see
for
it,
like
but
2 weeks.
I got a couple of paper cuts on my hand.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Yeah, we did go through that earlier. I don't think Casket put those up solely, in my
No,
opinion.
it was all by myself. Nobody.
Why didn't you record that?
Because it would just be shots of my ass.
It sort of would, but it would also be you putting up these lights. Jeff doesn't even.
I was questioning that as well. Historian, are you saying there wasn't a lone installer?
I don't know. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I think Casket does all these things constantly. That I
Do you think
record
a
it.
second person from the grassy knoll helped put up these lights?
It's.
The
I'm not trying to be a
grassy
conspiracy theorist. All I'm saying is that Casket doesn't know what should be recorded and what shouldn't, and this should have been an
It was
instance
just me putting up lights. All you would have seen was me sitting here on the bed putting up lights.
But you,
while
I don't know.
dealing
I have
with the
to
dog.
say, okay, and I have to say here, that's what people would be. Your fans would be kind of
Okay, but you would literally just be looking at my ass crack.
That's fine.
I would say, kind of pull up your shorts a little bit. I don't know. It's not that. Not that we're interested in that. We're just saying, like, how did this happen? Because remember in your last room, when you tried to put up the lights, it was only like just like one scene in your room.
I saw him do it in real time. It's a very labored experience, which makes
That's
me
what
question how he did this.
Look, I'll be very honest with you. After I put up these lights, I was very fucking tired.
Casket, you didn't really say though. You put up all those lights all by yourself without any help.
Yeah, no, I had no help. I did it by myself.
Why don't you call anybody?
No, I could buy it. I mean, it's not that hard. Like the adhesive is on the back of the lights, so you literally just like peel it.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
But he did get it around like the top of the ceiling, which is crazy.
Wouldn't he have
I did, yeah.
I mean, wouldn't at some points he's having to stand up and then get on his knees?
It starts and ends right over here.
Yeah, that's a bang-up job.
It's yeah. I can't believe you did. I just think like, not even that it had to be live, but I'm surprised you did something insane. And frankly, you do things insane all the time, like go to Walmart or whatever. But I'm just surprised you didn't call anyone. You could have called me, Casket.
Well, it was like in the middle of the day. You were probably at work.
Yeah, but well, I won't go into that. But you could have called me today. Was it today?
Yeah.
You could have called me today. I didn't have anything to do today. I was
no idea.
Do you think you would have put up the lights without the new meds?
Probably not.
I've never even heard of these.
So that means they're working. Yeah, he went on. When did you go on them? Like a week ago?
Hold on, let me check the date.
Are these new messages never talked about on a live stream?
Yeah, but it's been about 7 days. Yeah, this will be the 7th or 8th
One
day.
time, Jeff, one time off a live stream, I said, Casket, I just want to get these for my history. What meds are you on right now? He said, I won't tell you. So I don't know anything about any meds.
Yeah,
He's never
that
told me.
violates HIPAA. HIPAA laws.
That's yeah. Why would he tell you these about you? How
Well,
would
the
he tell
thing
the
is,
meds
he
about
doesn't know
you?
what medicine I'm
No,
taking.
you.
He just knows I'm taking a new medicine.
Oh, he
I know
didn't
generally
say
it's
it.
the yeah. I won't say.
He just said I
anything
have
more.
to take a new med. Okay. It wouldn't violate HIPAA if he told me. It would violate HIPAA if his provider told me.
True.
As far as I understand HIPAA, but that's Casket's prerogative. That's what he can say. I'm trying to find notes in my old notes, but all my old notes. Okay, actually, I'm going to move from my old notes to my old notes to see.
Ooh.
Actually, they both begin with the same word. What do you think that word is,
Oh
Casket?
my god, is it fucking dialysis?
It's dialysis, which actually ended a long, long time ago. But
It was a
yeah,
long time ago. A long, long time ago.
all these notes are about the play.
Krusty!
Rusty's here? Damn.
Dude,
He's in the
join us
chat.
in the call.
Oh, he's not on the call, but he's here.
Join us in the call.
Join
Do
us in the call.
it.
I'm going through these. I'm going through notes. Let me see. Let me see the earliest date. See, at this time I didn't write the dates. Oh, the earliest date that I see is June 2023. These
Your
are old
OBS
notes.
setup is weird, Casket. Check the YouTube stream. Watch.
What?
You can see my messages. Watch.
Your OBS shit is wrong, Casket.
Oh, yeah. I am not a duty head. Alright, hold on. I gotta turn off this camera. I gotta.
I still think. What do you think, Jeff? When Casket's doing this, I still think Casket knows infinitely more than I do about computers. I guess you wouldn't
maybe?
know. I think he does.
Well, didn't we try doing a test and we quizzed all of us on?
No way. We
Yeah,
couldn't do
I
a
was asking,
test
like-
quizzing all of us. You'd be
Oh
you
no,
and
well,
Krusty. I think would be so much
no, I was
higher
quizzing
than
you
any
and
of us.
Casket. I was asking questions like, what does RAM stand for, and all those kind of basic questions.
Random something. See, I want to say data, but again, I don't know this shit.
If you were a Daft Punk fan, you would know.
I'm not a Daft Punk fan.
Casket, are you a Daft Punk fan?
I am, but I have no idea.
I think I know one song though that they do, but I don't know the name now.
Just one? That's it?
I think I know them only through something. I don't know them through like their band or a singular album. I think I know them through a song. I feel like that was on Adult Swim. Maybe I'm totally
Probably
wrong. but
one more time.
I don't even want to. Yeah, I think I know what the thing is, but it's not obvious. It's like I would call it techno, but
Yeah,
I'm out of date.
it's like disco techno.
I'm trying to find all these notes are.
Alice Beartrap says, "Where is the hot tub?"
Hey, babe.
Oh my gosh! How else Bear Trap to join?
You know what? Let's all move to the hangout room.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you guys there.
Alrighty.
We are now in the hangout room. Dun dun dun! Dun dun dun!
We could stay here. We could also move to one of the more private rooms if you want. like the Casket streaming room if you want.
Nah, this is fine.
That picture. Yeah, it's, we're waiting. Are you doing? Yeah, what was that old show? I don't even remember. It wasn't. It wasn't. What was that really old show called? 60s, maybe 70s. God, what were those? The Kraft Brothers. You know what show I'm talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Kraft Brothers did. Ooh, what's that show called? I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised because it's 70s. Everybody be silent, apparently, when we're looking this up. What was that show? It was like all the characters were really colorful, and then McDonald's Land was named after their thing. Ooh, what was it effing called? I can't remember. I'm sorry.
The Banana Splits?
Not the Banana Splits, but it was by the same people.
Jenny is Dead says Zambumafu.
No, absolutely not. That was the show with the little monkey thing, but the one where they had the little flute, and then the flute like
Oh,
kid.
HR Puffin Stuff.
HR Puffin Stuff. Wasn't that by the Kraft Brothers?
I have no idea, but I do remember HR Puffin Stuff.
That's what I was thinking of. I thought the people who made it was Kraft Brothers. Frankly, I loved HR Puffin Stuff, and it was, I don't know. Certainly, I'm not that old. I never watched it when it was HR Puffin Stuff.
When things get tough.
Sid and Marty Croft. Okay, Croft. I was saying
Casket,
Kraft.
make Krusty a mod. I can't do it on
Oh,
my
good
end.
idea. Let me do that.
Oh, I didn't know that, Krusty. Oh, wow. This room? I thought he'd... Okay. HR, Puffin Stuff. That's a cool show, is it not, Casket?
It was definitely trippy.
How many seasons do you think they had, Casket?
Oh, I have no idea.
1.
Damn. Casket, tomorrow's movie night.
HR Puffin Stuff should be tomorrow's movie. Yeah, it is. It's already Wednesday.
Do you have a pick for tomorrow, Casket?
Alright,
Oh,
Krusty is now a mod.
Nice.
I was thinking the new guy, but I was maybe thinking something else as well. I'm not sure.
Is that with Will Ferrell?
No, it's I don't know who the main guy is because he's actually like he just came and went. He wasn't a big star.
He's still in
DJ.
stuff. He was in Z Nation.
DJ Qualls. Yeah, I'm down to watch that.
Sick.
Well, wait, what was the other pick though?
I'm not exactly sure.
You said you had another one.
Well, I had another pick, but I can't fucking remember it.
Oh, this is gonna be the objective of the live stream now. Figure out what that movie is. Was it another comedy or?
I believe it
Wow.
was.
Casket,
it might have been Return of the Living Dead 2.
Oh, please. Please, no. I'm looking through my very, very, very old, when my project was called Casket of Music Land. One of the epigraphs was it's not anything I wrote, but epigraph isn't like that, but one of the epigraphs was, "Spare me the great men and give me the spare ones." Who do you think wrote that, Casket? I mean, my God, I should still use that. "Spare me the great men and give me the spare ones." That's a great kind of epigraphic like the little quote that goes before the work itself. It was by Shakespeare. And my God, that gets the whole quote in a little bow that we can tie up. And yeah, the stream initially started as I was going to go through my early notes, my very, very, very early notes. And these are, ooh, it doesn't have a date on them, but this was 2017? I don't even know. These are old notes. And a lot of them, though, I'm trying to scroll through them, and Casca just did a big yawn. We need to get Krusty in the call. Why is Krusty
He says
not
he'll be
here?
here tomorrow, but he'll make an effort.
What? Why did he just try to call, but then he said he's going to be here tomorrow?
I don't think he tried to call, did he?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
I didn't know why people were saying he was trying, or that he was, let's get Krusty in. I thought he was trying to call.
Yeah, hopefully he can make it for movie night.
Movie night. Movie night.
And movie night's
night.
never public. That's the big thing with movie night. Kind of hurts. I don't know. I'm trying to see anything here.
Jenny is Dead says, Casket, you should do a cooking stream. It would be lit. There's one problem with that. Casket does not cook.
Yeah, that's true. I don't cook.
When was the last time you cooked, Casket?
Gosh, I actually cooked something, not in the microwave.
No microwave.
Fuck. God, it's probably been 15 years, at least.
What?
Maybe
In the
longer.
microwave? What? I gotta write that
In fact,
down.
it could be as long as 17 years.
In the microwave?
No, he's saying cooking something without a microwave.
Oh, okay.
Like something on a stovetop, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever... Oh, Krusty is saying, let's do the Kangaroo Ninja movie. I think he's talking about Warriors of Virtue, which I've got, so we can stream that.
Oh, I don't know that movie.
Well, if it'll get Krusty in here, sure. If he'll actually show up for movie night instead of 5 minutes after. Like always.
Dude, I can't believe you haven't cooked something in 17 years. What would have
Yeah.
been that thing that you cooked?
Oh, probably hamburgers or some sort of breakfast.
In the microwave?
No, not in the microwave.
No. Yeah, we're saying something
Oh,
not in
I'm
the
sorry.
microwave. Don't you do hamburgers on the grill?
Yeah, but I don't cook them.
You're not a grill guy?
Not really, no. I just don't have the stamina to do it. I can't stand there long enough to cook
So
something.
wait, this is either stove or grill or literally anything other than the microwave. It's been 17 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Krusty
Like-
wants to make it a rewind episode. He doesn't want to do it for movie night.
If
Oh, yeah, I'm down
Krusty's
with that.
messaging, tell him to join.
Krusty,
Krusty, you
join
have to-
us.
Krusty, you have to bully Casket into making a Casket rewind video, because I can't do it. I've been trying for like the past week. He keeps putting it off.
We do need to make
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I'm trying to go through these very old notes, but they're not really casket notes. They're about this project. I can't find anything. These are very old, though. I wasn't as interested in trying to record your life at this time. Yeah, I know. These are very old, cheeky notes.
You ever wonder what it would feel like to push somebody off a really big cliff?
Why do you think that, Casket?
I don't know, just kind of curious about it all of a sudden.
What do you think of this? What do you think of this quote? One time I heard this that was it was a quote by Mark Twain, but then I looked it up and I think it's not a quote by Mark Twain, but it's one of those things that's just like constantly attributed to him. Um, Man lives for the good opinion of his neighbor. What do you think about that, Casket? That man just let's replace man with human, but they just want the good opinion of their neighbor. They want to exist within a community and that their community thinks highly of them.
Really, I don't
Everything is
feel that at
social
all.
signaling.
I don't give a fuck about my community, at least where I live. It's like these are just random people. I don't know them.
I could say differently. I won't, but I've heard differently from you, Casket. Would you be okay with me saying differently?
I mean, I don't know what you're gonna say.
Let me say Walmart.
What about Walmart?
Well, I couldn't say anything more specific without saying it. You know what I mean? I think sometimes you believe that, like, man lives for the good opinion of his neighbors, but that you say, no, I don't. But then, and you've always sort of said that thing, but then when I've talked to you about it, it seems like you believe that in spirit, but you don't believe that in actuality. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Well, do you want me to say the thing I'm thinking of?
I think I know.
Yeah, I won't say it. Yeah, I'm trying to find other things. I should go to something later. Yeah, because I don't think I thought that was going to get something, but probably go to something later if that didn't even work. So I've skipped a lot of things because it's not going to get anything. Mm,
Let's see. What's a story about my life I can tell that I haven't already told?
That time you pushed a man over a cliff.
Well, I'm just curious how I would feel after pushing someone off a cliff. Would I be
I don't know
horrified?
that
Would I
story.
be satisfied with the way they fell off the cliff? Would I
Listen,
be
Jimmy
sick to my
Carter had a
stomach? What about Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy Carter.
say, would you ever push Jimmy Carter off a cliff?
No, I don't think I could push him off a cliff.
He's
Well, you can't
dead.
now. He already got his pack smoked.
I guess that's true. I guess pushing a dead guy off a cliff wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, it'd be disrespectful to his family, probably.
No, I agree with you, Casca. It wouldn't hurt. And we've got No Chill MMA. Jenny is dead. Blind Justice, which is Krusty. Bear Trap, which is Alice. Jenny again. Jenny. Jenny.
You sound like a
Whoa, who
Bueller.
just. Yo, Leo, welcome to the live stream!
Oh,
Leo.
wow.
Oh, shit. Hello.
Welcome.
Leo. Me and Cassie played repo for 10 minutes. We got frustrated and quit.
Yeah, we got our pack smoked.
Nice.
Dude, what are the
What
controls
can
in the game? Like, what can you do? The only thing we figured out was we could, like, pick things up, but we couldn't attack the monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really attack the monsters, per se, like, melee-wise, but you can kind of use, like, objects to try to kill them, and you can also up your strength and eventually be able to like grab bigger and bigger monsters and like throw them against a wall constantly till they die or something. Like
Interesting. We need your help.
it's a funny way of dealing with them. Hell yeah. I'd be more than happy to join.
How can someone be more than happy? That sounds like a disease. Watch out! He's more than happy.
That is good.
More than meets the eye.
I'm hysterical. I'm hysterical
I'm
about
so
it.
fucking happy!
That's Casket on the laughing gas.
I've never been on
Has it-
laughing gas before.
Yeah, neither have I. I don't know what the difference is between laughing gas and just like general anesthesia.
I think one just puts you to sleep.
Mm.
I've been on laughing gas.
I
I
mean-
don't know what general anesthesia feels like. Laughing gas kind of makes you laugh before you go under them.
I thought it's you laugh when you like wake up from it.
Oh,
Or you go under.
not for me. For me, it was before I went under. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, typically at least they used to use, I don't know if they still do, use nitrous oxide, just a very tiny amount to like get you into that laughing state, like that really out of it state with laughing gas.
Yeah. Okay. So the point of laughing gas is just to
Whereas
make you
anesthesia
conscious.
is like, yeah. Whereas like
Anesthesia
full-blown
puts you to sleep.
anesthetics, yeah. I don't know what chemical they use for full-blown anesthesia usually. Like I get that it can vary based on the region and the
My
procedure.
doctor uses a big hammer.
I was once told that I was being put under laughing gas, and
Well,
it made me laugh. And it was the weird
Oh,
thing is
yeah.
that before I kind of went under, I was trying not to laugh, and I couldn't even stop. It was like it made me laugh so hard.
By the way, are we talking like anesthesia or full-on sedation? Because there's different.
I don't know. They told me it was laughing gas, and it was a dentist office,
Yeah.
which is typically where you get laughing gas. But I
Yeah.
was literally like trying to not laugh, and as soon as they gave me it,
Yeah.
I started laughing, and then I just kind of went under. So I don't know.
Oh, so,
Ugh.
so you did.
That
You
would
did
make
go
me
to
so
sleep though, right?
uncomfortable.
I did what?
Did you go to sleep though from it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Huh.
Some people do, some people don't. Some people are just kind of lucid, but
'Cause
like, you know.
I thought the whole point of laughing gas is they want the patient to be awake so that they can like respond to instructions.
Maybe I mean, maybe it wasn't laughing gas, but I was certainly like, they told me this is laughing gas and you're going to laugh and, blah, blah, blah. They kind of give me a whatever. And as I was taking it, I was like, it's not going to make me laugh. I'm just going to go under. And I could not, I was fighting it. I don't really remember because I went to sleep, but I don't remember if I was taking it and I didn't laugh or not, but it was certainly making me laugh. And when I woke up, I heard about my wisdom teeth, so I don't know.
Did you get all your wisdom teeth out?
No, but that would be a different story. I've told you about that. I don't know if you remember, but
No. I got 2 of mine out.
I got
Yeah,
lucky.
I did
I
too.
ain't got no wisdom teeth, son.
Yeah. I still have all of mine, and it's horrible.
Oof.
I wish I could fucking do something about it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a scam though. It depends like what the angle of your wisdom teeth are at. Because if they're not as much of an angle,
My
then
mouth
like
is
you
so
can keep them
crowded.
in. Ooh, they're crowded.
Yeah,
They're crowded.
mine
then,
are like
yeah, that's a problem.
ingrown and everything.
Oof.
Yeah, it's hard.
man, I was looking through my red book, as I call it, my early casket history book, I don't even know if I want to say these. These are early casket histories. Um,
Damn.
one of these is okay, casket. Tell me more about this, even though it's on live. Casket got his picture taken, got award, and I'm sorry, Casket in office got award and his picture taken near, it was near 9/11, but it was something. You got some sort of
Yeah,
award.
yeah, yeah. This was probably like a month and a
Oh,
half
man.
or so after 9/11, when that fucking guy
Holy
took that
crap.
single engine plane and ran into that bank in
Oh, I remember.
Florida.
Actually, I sent you that.
Holy
I
fuck.
sent you that Wikipedia thing. Yeah, the only
Yeah,
person who died, if I remember correctly, is the
was the
person who was
driver.
piloting piloting the plane. Yeah.
Fucking
And
psychopath.
why did you get some award related to this? I don't
No, it wasn't
understand.
related to that at all. It just happened to be in the same area. It was like a building over.
Was it a school award or did you get
Yeah, it
this
was like
award?
what the fuck did I get an award for? It was like most improvement or some shit.
So,
Weird.
so what grade would you have been in?
I would have been in fourth grade.
What grade? Yeah, because I shouldn't go more into that. But yeah, why did you get that? Why did you get the most improvement in fourth grade?
I don't know. I guess it just improved a lot.
Did you feel like in fourth grade you improved a lot?
I mean, I passed fourth grade, so I guess so.
Yeah, I'm seeing actually a lot of kind of things. I don't know what I should say though. A lot of these things are. What about how about this? Ugh. Yeah, a lot of these things. I don't know what you've said on live. You saw an old lady in your dreams. The closet door opened by itself. The old lady, and then I say, "Hey, old woman told him to dig in hole in backyard. Casket never did."
Yeah, it's back when I lived in Holiday.
Can you tell that story at all?
I lived in a haunted trailer. It was haunted by an old woman. I frequently saw her in my dreams. She told me to dig in the backyard, and I never did.
Why didn't you?
I was afraid what my dad would do to me if I dug up the yard.
You know what's weird? One of these notes, Casket's live streams with an S for repair the sink, which was $5,000. Twitch, and then actually I'm not even going to read the rest. But yeah, at one time you were trying to repair your sink for $500 and you couldn't.
Well, the thing is, the first time I got scammed the first time, and I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
Like, I got scammed the first time, and eventually I was able to pay to get the sink fixed.
How'd you get scammed though? What does that mean? Like they did a shitty job and it just broke again?
No, we paid them, and they never showed back up.
Oh.
You know, I haven't read this book in a long time. Now I have to write that, Casket.
When it comes to like repair related things, I've never paid before they actually did the work. Very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
Did they seem like a big, reputable company, or was like
yeah,
a very
they
small...
seem like a regular company.
I mean, did they have like a van or a truck with their business logo on it?
Yeah, it was a van, had the number on it, logo, everything.
Damn. That's an elaborate.
They had like uniforms.
Maybe this is a scam they run on multiple people.
Yeah.
Possibly.
What does this mean? Wow, actually, I didn't even remember what this is. It says, let me read this one. Oh, actually, I don't know if I should read that one. Okay, the next one is, hold on, I'm going to read this one. Has-Been Hotel, $300 to $400 VR skin. Ended up getting the skin. What does this mean?
Ended up getting this. That's when I was working on that avatar, and it got stolen. The idea got stolen by somebody.
What?
What?
Well, okay, here I was working on a Has-Been Hotel like avatar, and I had gotten some art done, like some 2D art, like a ref sheet, and somebody took the ref sheet, made the avatar without my permission, didn't even offer it to me or anything.
What?
And like I eventually had to find, like
Wow.
months later, I found somebody wearing it, and they had their cloning on. That was the only way I was able to get it.
So you got it?
Well,
Eventually, yeah, through pure fucking luck.
damn.
Do you have it today?
No, I don't, because every time I put it on, I just think, this is just bad memories, man.
Man. To everything I say, it seems like a negative thing. I don't know how much more I should say.
Yeah.
You know what? Now, I should say this. This is certainly much earlier than I've been on. I think it's even earlier than Krusty's been on. NACO Labs. Is it NACO or NECO?
Neko. Or you can
Neko
call me Leo,
Lab.
whatever you.
NECO Labs or Leo. You, I think, have
Yeah.
been here before all of this shit. Sorry to use a four-letter word on Casket's live stream.
Did you just fucking swear on my goddamn podcast?
I
I
lost
think-
a Disney sponsor.
I think anyone would
We
want to
just
hear.
lost a fucking sponsor, son of a cunt.
What the heck? How did you find Casket?
Yeah.
How did you find Casket? Let's just say that.
I mean, I ended up meeting him on a 3D social platform back in the day.
Yes.
And
Oh, that's right.
then and then I kind of lost contact on that platform, and like with pretty much everyone on that platform and that platform as a whole. Kind of.
What do you mean back in the day? Like what year?
For a while.
God, this was like 15
about
years ago?
Probably like
Oh my
10,
goodness.
like I want to say like it was probably around like 2012, 20. Yeah, I wanna say,
Wow.
like,
Sounds about right.
2012, 2013. Yeah,
Yeah, that,
because that's around the time that I was like avidly using that.
How did?
But yeah,
So it was just like a kind of random meeting with Casket.
yeah, pretty much. And
Did Casket
We
say?
clicked on
Did
there
Casket
and,
say like, "Hey, I have a YouTube"?
at one point he did. That's how I knew about the YouTube channel. Like even after we lost contact.
When did you lose
Like
contact?
one day. Why or when?
No, when?
I don't know. I stopped using the platform in like 2013, 2014, something like that. I don't remember.
Did you know about
Probably
Reddit
14.
at all?
Yeah. I know about the breaded meme.
What did you think about it?
It's funny.
Looking back now, 10, 12, 13 years later, however long it's been since you knew him, what do you think? Like, Casket's still kind of, he's not really, he's tried to move past it, but he's still in his own way kind of caught in the past with this breaded meme. What do you think about that?
I'm trying to decipher what you mean. Like, you think he's kind of like stagnating, or
Yeah, I have no idea
I
what you're
don't-
saying, man.
I don't think he's stagnating, but I think Casket's big thing. I mean,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
Casket's friend, and I only know him
yeah,
today through the breaded. If Casket didn't have
yeah,
breaded, I wouldn't know him. I think it's the same for Jeff.
yeah,
Krusty says it's not that he knew him before breaded, but
Yeah.
certainly for Jeff and I, we know him through breaded, and a lot of people, even to this day, say, "Casket, can you bread us?"
yeah. I mean, like, I think it's interesting how that was kind of like, that was pretty much like one of the defining catalysts for the memorableness of his channel and kind of helped boost him along. I think it's interesting. It's very unique.
It's almost like, do you remember that woman who was like was it Wendy's, who was like, we had the meats, or like, where's the meat, where's the
No, it
beef?
was, yeah. Where's the beef? The old lady. The old lady
Was that Wendy's?
Yeah,
Was
it
that
was
Wendy's? But it's like, in my
Where's
opinion,
the beef?
Casket's kind of that same lady where nobody would know her if it wasn't for that one thing. And I'm not saying Casket's nothing outside of that, but I really think like that's what made Casket something. That's what put him on the map. And I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think we should undermine it or say like, what, what are you talking? I really think that was Casket's big thing, the breaded thing. It's exactly like that woman who's saying, "Where's the beef?"
Yeah, it was his launching board forward.
But I think Casket's just like that woman, and Where's the Beef? Where it's not like it launched her forward. It was his 15 minutes. You know what I mean? It was.
Yeah.
I guess maybe Casket will have 30 minutes, and he'll have another 15 minutes. But I think that was his 15 minutes, in my opinion.
Oh man, I got a bug bite on my forehead.
Oof. You sure it's not aliens?
It could be aliens.
You never know. They could be laying eggs in your brain.
Oh great, that's all I need. Alien eggs in my brain.
Cassie, when are you gonna do a YouTube video with the community alligator?
I'll try and get a picture of him.
Have you actually seen him?
Yeah, I have. He's pretty big.
That's crazy to me.
For me, it's just we only have one viewer. That's pretty sad. I mean, what the F? Maybe it's because it's a weekday. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, it is Wednesday.
Right.
It's a weird day of the week.
I don't know. Casket just did a big.
Dude, he's tired, and yet he's had 2 naps today already.
Yes.
Well, that's a different discussion altogether.
He napped at 11:30, and then he napped at 1:30. So he literally napped, he woke up, ate lunch, and then went back to sleep.
Yes.
Well, he napped. He woke up. He napped. He woke up. He napped. Now he's making a nap sound again. I brought this up with Casket. Whatever, but it's Casket. What are you gonna do? I have always been shocked by how many hours a day Casket needs to sleep. I think it has to do with his sleep apnea, personally. But Casket doesn't. We were talking about that last year, and it's still going on. I mean, it's up to Casket. He doesn't really care. And it's not even being mad. It's just like, I think that's the real reason Gasket's like sleepy constantly, because he shouldn't be this sleepy at this hour. I guarantee
I mean, it's almost
Jeff
11
and
o'clock.
yeah, but I guarantee Casket, I woke up way earlier than you did, and I didn't take a nap today. It's just a little
Well, why not?
Yeah.
because we're not so sleepy, because we get more oxygen when we sleep, frankly. And I mean, okay, we're on the live stream right now, but I'm just gonna say, I don't even remember when we started talking about your sleep apnea test, but then I don't even remember when it stopped. Like, I just kept bringing this up, like you really need to do it, and then you'd always say, I'm not going to do it for this reason or that reason. But now it's May essentially. I mean, May's tomorrow,
Yeah.
2025. Why haven't you done that sleep apnea test again?
'Cause I'm not gonna wear the mask. I don't want to. I don't care.
No, but that's like, it's not like I don't want to, I don't care. It's like, you need to. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not a question of that. That's like saying I have diabetes, I'm not going to take the insulin, I don't care. It's like, you got it, dude. And it's not us being like, oh, like, we're being like super careful. It's not that at all. We're like, man, Casket, if you have sleep apnea, you might not wake up tomorrow.
Okay, but if I die in my sleep, I at least die how I want to die. So, what's the problem in that?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this isn't a live stream thing. We got 2 viewers. I wish somebody would say anything about anything that we could talk
Yeah,
about.
someone please leave a comment. We will read it.
Well, what about Nicolab? I'm sorry. What did you say your name was? I'm sorry. My
Leo.
fault.
Leo.
Leo.
Yeah.
Leo, do you have
It's all
any
good.
questions that we or Casket should talk about? What's a very old thing that hasn't come up often, but it's deep buried? Casket live stream history.
That time he killed a man.
Yeah.
Were you talking to Casket when he was working at the big top flea market job?
No.
No.
When did Leo start talking to you? Was it when you were at the trailer, Casket?
Maybe.
I didn't realize he was like working at a food vendor place at the flea market.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
He burned his arm on like the Cuban sandwich press.
Jeff, I think you should go watch Work
Ooh.
Part 1 and Part 2 that we just put up. You'll hear all about it.
It's too long. I don't want to watch it.
Oh my god.
Yes, give me the TLDR.
I worked at a restaurant in the middle of a flea market. I burned my arm real bad. I've been splashed by hot grease, and it didn't hurt as bad as that.
What's that story? I don't even really remember that story.
I was splashed with hot grease.
When? But you weren't a person ever cooking food.
Yeah, but I was standing there making fries, and somebody lifted a fry basket really quickly, and a bunch of grease got on me.
But why were you making fries if you didn't ever
Because
cook
we were out of fries, and nobody else was making them, so I had to do it.
So why did somebody bring up the fry basket, but you weren't making fries? It wasn't you.
I had 3 things of fries down. I put up one, done. Dumped it in a thing, was salting them, getting ready to serve them. Someone came behind me, yanked up the other 2 baskets, and I got splashed with hot, boiling grease.
Did you curse them out?
Yeah.
No, it didn't hurt that bad. The sandwich press hurt way more.
Oh, damn.
Ugh. I'd be like, fuck this shit. Hate to be a quitter, but like...
Oh, then there was the time I almost fucking fell and broke my neck. No, it wasn't my.
What?
Oh my
Wait, let me
god.
rephrase that. It wasn't my neck. I almost broke the sink.
What?
Oh,
What?
Is this,
I'm
is
thinking
this
of a
what led
different
to the broken
fall.
sink? Yeah. We need to do a tier maker list where Casket rates his falls.
I
According
had
to tier
the
stage.
floor
that
was
would be
slick with
amazing.
grease, and I caught the sink on the way
Oh.
down, and I nearly ripped it out of the wall.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Why? Why do you fall?
because the
Yeah.
ground was slick with hamburger grease, and my shoes were slippery and old, so they didn't have a lot of grip on the bottom of them left.
I feel like you'd have PTSD from fast food, and yet you keep going.
Oh, I'll never work
Yeah.
at fast food again.
Sounds dreadful.
Well,
Now you're
it,
just making me
Casket didn't
kind of
quit.
scared.
Casket did not quit. He was fired.
No, I didn't quit. I stayed until they fired me.
Wait,
Yeah.
what was the reason?
Fucking
They
crazy.
thought I was gonna have a heart attack on the job, so let me go.
Really?
Oh.
Yes.
You need to watch that video called like Work from a long time ago, Jeff. This is simple shit, frankly. I hate to say it, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, my boss
I-
came to me and she was like, "Look, you look like you're about to have a heart attack, and you've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. We're gonna have to let you go."
But you were doing it for a long time.
Yeah,
What do
I
you
was
mean a
there
couple
for like
weeks?
2 or 3 years.
But why did she say you've been doing this for a couple weeks and we gotta let you go?
Because I was in that fucking trailer, and I didn't leave it for 5 days out of the week, so I started gaining weight because of depression, and because I didn't want to interact with my redneck neighbors. I started gaining weight,
The
so
sh-
it got hard for me to work, and then eventually it just got to the point where it's like, yeah, you look like you're about to die on your feet. You gotta go.
So you mean
What,
she's saying you've been in your trailer for a couple weeks, you need to go?
No, I had been getting fat
that's
for
how he put on weight.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
she's been there for 3 years. So what do you mean that she said you've been doing this for 3 weeks? You need to go.
Because after I moved into my trailer, I started gaining weight because I never left the trailer.
Does she mean okay? Does she mean like you've been gaining weight for 3 weeks, not you've been doing this for 3 weeks?
Something like that.
but from your boss's perspective, what were the visual cues where she thought you might be like having a heart attack or something?
You could just physically look at me and be like, yeah, there's something wrong with that guy.
As soon as you moved into the trailer,
No, not as soon as I moved into the trailer. This was like a couple of months after being in the trailer.
but you just said you've been
Yeah.
here for 3 weeks. You
Yeah,
gotta
it
go.
got really bad, and for weeks I was really bad. And after the third week, it's like, yeah, you have to go.
Can I say this though? Maybe we should talk about this outside of stream. I don't know. I I don't. Yeah, you never told me that, and I'm surprised because I've heard things like you weren't getting food in the trailer.
What do you mean I wasn't getting food in the trailer?
I could say it, but I don't actually want to say it on live. We'll say it off live. You know what I'm talking about. There was a sandwich, let's say, Casket, that you didn't have food. And then,
yeah, okay, that was one example of when my mom was like 2 days late bringing me groceries.
but you told me more than 2 days in terms of that sandwich.
Yeah, it was 2 days after I ate the sandwich.
Oh, right, but I mean, okay, I don't know. I don't even. Who cares? I didn't mean to bring this up in terms of the live stream, but yeah, certainly with the casket in the flea market, that's a different story, and that is, trust me, and I'll just say this, Casket. I don't know if you've ever said it on live, but I'm sure you have. But the nadir, the absolute bottom point of Casket's whole life seems to be when he was in that trailer
Oh yeah,
after he
definitely.
got fired. Right. So I don't want to bring up so much because it's just too
That's
much.
the time when I was awake for 7 days.
Can't be awake
Yeah.
for 7 days. You die.
Well, it's a different story. I agree with you, but
I
I
probably
love the
nearly
idea that
died
he was.
myself, to be honest.
7 days.
I went 7 days without sleep.
That
I know
is
it's Jeff says he
insane.
doesn't believe it. I know it's
It went
crazy.
morning, night, and then everything got scrambled. And like all of a sudden you look out, it's day, and then all of a sudden you look out, it's dark, and you don't know what fucking time it is. You don't know what day it is. You don't know where you are or what the fuck's
I'm
going
not questioning
on.
you.
I'm sure
I'm
you
not
had moments where you dozed off and like then woke up.
Well, let me put it this way. I'm not even saying this. Casket, I want to believe that you had 7 days, no sleep. But have you ever had, Casket, like the type of dream where you wake up and you think you're in your bed and your whole dream was kind of like in your bedroom and you think you're just in your bed? You know what I'm talking about?
I
Like you wake up
have.
and
It's not very often, but I have.
I have had those too, and I wonder if I don't even agree with Jeff. I want to believe that you really stayed up 7 nights. But do you think maybe that happened during that time?
What happened during that time?
Like that you went to sleep, but in your sleep, you were in your bed, and your dream was kind of like you were in your bed, and then you
No,
woke
because
up.
like
Because,
after like the third day, I just gave up on the bed because I couldn't sleep, so I just stayed on the couch.
yeah, but you can sleep on a couch. You've slept on a couch a billion times.
Yeah.
I'm not doubting you at all. I don't want to doubt you. I want to
I
believe that
am.
you stayed up for 7 days.
Well,
Jeff will doubt you.
can I raise a counterpoint?
Go ahead.
Casket can't like go a single day without napping once or twice in the afternoon.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
but
So
he
okay.
is
But
that,
much
we're talking
older.
about 15 years ago, back when I didn't need a nap because I was an old
He
man.
is much
I
older,
was
Jeffrey.
19. No, I wasn't 19. I was 20 and young.
I mean, 7 days is crazy.
It
There
was
was like,
crazy, dude. By the sixth day, shit was like talking to me. I was hallucinating.
You know what we
Only
can say for
six
certain?
day?
You know what we can really say for certain?
What?
Casket had a 7 day period that he was fucked up.
Yeah, true. Very true.
We know that. We don't know what happened in that 7 days, but we know this was somehow a 7 days
It was
that
hella bad.
years later he remembered that he told me about. I agree with Jeff. I don't think actually anybody who stayed up for 7 days. I might be wrong, but that's an extraordinary amount of time.
Yeah, like to be honest, I have stayed up 3 days straight and legit like I was seeing pixels and shit in my eyes, like, and I passed the fuck out thankfully on the third day because I was feeling like death at that
yeah,
point. Like it
and,
was
and each
not
day
healthy.
compounds on the next.
Yeah,
Not
it
like a
was
linear progression.
horrible for your
Why
health.
did you stay up for 7 days,
I
Cassie? I don't
wasn't
remember this
trying
thing.
to. I was trying to sleep, but I couldn't for whatever reason.
For
So you
no
just
reason?
so
No
you would just lie down
reason.
and stare at the ceiling
Okay, I remember
for
on the
8 hours.
first day it was bedtime. Because it was bedtime, I was tired. I'm like, alright, I'm going to go to bed. I laid down, and I laid there till morning, and I didn't fall asleep once. So then day two comes around. Okay, I've been awake for 24 hours. Eventually I'll get tired. I'll take a nap today, whatever. Yeah. Watch TV, do whatever. Nighttime comes, still awake. Go to lay down. Nothing. After a few hours, I just give up. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just watch infomercials on the TV or whatever.
Yeah.
It went
This
on
what
from there.
is this when you were living by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this goes back a long way that you have trouble being on your own.
This was the trailer, and this is a big reason why Casket has told me in the past he doesn't like to live on his own because when he was this was actually to give you some background, and I don't know if you know this. Was it Leon? I'm sorry if I'm not remembering the name correctly.
Leo. Yeah.
Leo, I'm sorry. Casket
That's
told me
okay.
he had a roommate, and that his roommate worked at the Big Top with him, but then his roommate left for some reason. I guess he got fired. Is that true, Casket?
Well, he found another place to live.
He found another place to live, and when Casket was up for 7 days, he was on his own. How long after your roommate who found another place have you had this 7 days up experience?
A couple of months, maybe.
Yeah, so that's a little different. I mean, if you said, "Oh, right afterwards," that would give credence to Jeff. But yeah, I frankly, I like to believe Casket. Although, I mean, how many hours has anyone stayed up for? One time. I have no idea.
I don't know what's the
There
world
was a
record.
dude who went 11 days straight for like a science project. It was back in 1964,
Oh,
Didn't
well
he
then
have
Casket.
94. So it's possible, but it's like this dude was doing it in a very controlled setting. Like he was trying to set a goal. I don't know.
Were you? Yeah, I wouldn't want to say anything. I don't know. Frankly, I guess I'll be here with Jeff. I don't believe it, Casket, but I believe you believe it. You know what I mean? I know that you stayed up that many days. But
I
I
remember when
think
I stayed in a hotel one time, and the AC fan was really loud, and I felt like I didn't sleep the whole night. But I know that I must have like fallen asleep for an hour or something.
well, I've had
It's
these
loud.
weird dreams where I'm in my bed and then I'm in my room and then I wake up, But Cassie just said that after 2 days, he wasn't in his bed. He was on the couch. But maybe he woke up when he was on the couch because I've certainly had that sort of dream where I was never a couch for me, but you're on your bed, you wake up, and it actually happened to me about a month ago. And I woke up and I was like, I thought that I thought I was in my, room because I woke up in my room and then I went to bed and then I woke up in my room and then I went to bed and then I woke up in my room and then I went to bed and I woke up and I realized I just had like 4 dreams compounded on top of each other where they were all dreams. And for about a day, I couldn't tell what was real. It was this really weird thing. And I don't know, maybe that's what Casket had happened to him. I don't know, but I don't know, I'm discrediting him in my own way. It's a belief that Casket had. And he'll never say anything otherwise, so it's just. And as someone writing his history, I love to believe that you stayed up for 8 days, Casket. That's so incredible. What about 100 years from now? Let's pretend that this recording is going to survive 100 years from now, and people say Casket never stayed up for 7 days. Fuck him. What do you say to those trolls?
Oh God, what do I say to him? Fuck yeah! I stayed up for 7 days. That's what I did. I did. Well,
That's it. That's it. You can't say something like more serious, like you're wrong. I know you think you're right, but you're totally wrong. I really stayed up for 7 days.
Charlie's just trying to get Casket to go angry mode.
It's not that. I'm trying to get him to say what he believes. Trust me, I could try to get Casket angry, but then Casket would say, I don't want to do that. And then I would be in a doghouse for a month. I don't want to do that. That's a different
got
thing.
mad at me before.
Oh, absolutely not. I think he has got mad at me, and it's when I try to say, get mad. That's when Casket gets mad at you. And you've never done that.
He's probably gotten annoyed at me. I don't know if
not
he's
that I
gotten
can
mad
think
at
of.
If he has, I would assume he would say it to me. Although nowadays, I think you'll say, Casket, I'm like a not even, I'm like a tertiary character. I'm like a far out character. I think Jeff's a closer character to you than I am now.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm sucking
Oh,
on this vape. It's fucking empty.
Yeah.
It's
He's
fucking
got an oral
habit.
fixation.
Yeah, I do. I do.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to end the stream or anything, but for myself, I'm gonna have to hop off.
Alright, man.
Well,
Peace.
I don't take
so
naps during the day, so I gotta peace out,
all
everybody.
right. We'll miss you
Peace.
so
See
much.
ya.
Oh my goodness, what a faker. What are we going to talk about now, Casket? It's all up to you.
Uh, um,
Do you have anything new in the chat?
no, the chat's been dead for like the last half hour.
What did Cressy say? The Kangaroo Ninja movie live. Gotta do one. No, I'm saying we should make a one episode. Casket, you gotta do one enough. You gotta do one tonight, though, if. And then Jenny is dead said Walmart is low key depressing, not gonna lie, yeet. We still have two people. I don't know. What do you think, Casket? Are you pissed off? Should we end it?
I'm not pissed off.
I mean, if no one's saying anything for 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, I suppose we can end it
I've
here.
never understood that. If you're a viewer, why not just comment? But I don't know.
Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.